Yeah, 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 yeah. Held my head high as you let me fall, praying for change that won't come at all. Held my head high as you let me in. Said you were different, but you hurt me again. Again. But you hurt me again. All them times that you hurt me, guess you love me still. He ain't come home again, can't sleep, I popped the Benadryl. And if I find out that he cheating, if I find out that he creeping, I ain't gon' fake, I can't start over, I'ma love him still, this love shit. This shit ain't love, it can't be true. Cause the shit I feel right now don't feel like love, feel like the blues. It's like this nigga make me sick, now this ain't love, feel like the flu. And as far away as I push you, I'm still trying to be close to you. I'll call you crying, you hit decline, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I ring your line just one more time, just trying to vent, but that I can't do. Got me feeling like I hate you, why the fuck would I date you? When you needed me, I was there, but for me, you haven't came through, you was down bad. And I couldn't leave, my heart wouldn't let me, I gave my all to you, and you making me regret it. And we started off as friends, I should've left my feelings separate. Cause you came into my heart and life and left my shit severed. It's whatever, cause it's worse shit that I done been through. You wouldn't pick up the phone, so I picked up the pad and pencil. Tell them what's on my mental, told them what all I've been through. But I'm the one they went to, I provided the tissue. I'm the one that was down the ride when them hoes made shit an issue. I'm the one that was by your side after all the shit that we been through. Tired of all the crying, the screaming and heavy breathing. You said that you wasn't love, but you leaving, so what's the reason? Held my head high as you let me fall, praying for change that won't come at all. Held my head high as you let me in. Said you were different, but you hurt me again. Again. But you hurt me. Yeah, it's over now. I used to think I ain't deserve you. I was crazy, I did shit just to perturb you. But you did dirt and then you leave, you got your nerve too. And thinking back, I should've stuck to all the ties I curved you. You say it's over cause you feeling unappreciated. And I get pissed cause I can't teach you how to treat me, baby. Let's work this out cause this really ain't our fault. Power struggle, but we love it till them boundaries get crossed. When shit get twiggy, you pull up without no hesitation. But if I'm tweaking, you roll off, fuck all the dedication. Just trying to build, but that take trust and hella preparation. Love can be a struggle, not for too long, bitch, that's desperation. Held my head high as you let me fall, praying for change that won't come at all. Held my head high as you let me in. Said you were different, but you hurt me again. I heard it's other hoes, I hope you treat them right. Thought that I tripped, but I'm gon' dip, bitch, I don't need to fight. So fuck them all and funnies, get them sent to Jesus Christ. Call up my dog, go get her gone, bro, I don't need a price.
You already know what it is. It's the Proof in the Pudding podcast show. I'm excited about today's show. Very dope artists in the building, representing Akron. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just seen the first video, Hurt Me Again, yo. She's out here opening up for people, doing big things. I'm excited to hear her story. Let's welcome her to the platform. She goes by the name of Lala Combs, y'all. What's up? How you doing?
Hello.
What's going on, yo? So, Hurt Me Again.
How's everybody doing?
Yeah,
Yes,
so we just heard that Hurt Me Again. Yo, what inspired that record right there?
Well, personal issues from the time being and my past. I was a frustrated partner at the time.
Wow. Right.
And me, actually, specifically, my boyfriend dropped, like, I was in the process of, arguing. And he was in the studio and he was on a song with another young lady. And the song was called, I'm not going to shout the song out actually, but he sent me a verse. And after I said what I had to say, and it kind of sounded like a diss for real. So I texted homegirls and the homegirls was upset. So I had them pick me a beat and I kind of just went crazy.
Okay, so you called up the crew. They found the beat for you. And yeah, so what was the process like coming up with the song? Was they with you when you wrote it, or was you by yourself?
No, I started out writing all my songs in the car because I was a delivery driver for a pizza
Wow.
place. So it was like once they finally picked it, you feel me, like I dug in some notes. You feel me, like I found some shit from when my heart was broke back then,
Right.
applied some shit that from when my heart was broke now, like, and I just was like I made the chorus up. Like I started singing it on the beat,
Right.
putting everything to the beat, and it just flowed right
Right. So let's break
in the
down that
car before
chorus
work.
right quick. So
Hmm.
I say the words to the chorus right quick. What's the words for the chorus?
The words are. You want me to sing it or say it?
You can say it first, then sing it.
Held my head high as you let me fall, praying for change that won't come at all. Held my head high as you let me in, said you were different, but you hurt me again.
Wow. And the thing is, so you're multi-talented. You're a writer, you're rapping, and you're singing. I heard the song and I like the rap, but I didn't know it was you singing. So it's like, yo, show the people,
Yes.
like, let them know it's real. Like, let them know this ain't the auto tune going
Held my head high as you let me fall, praying for change that won't come at all. Held my head high as you let me in, said you were different, but you hurt me again,
on.
again, again. But you hurt me again.
Wow. Okay. Right. So yo, the proof is in the pudding. You
The
really did
proof
that.
is in the pudding, man.
Right. Yo, so let's take them back to the beginning, yo. So you from Akron. What was it like growing up in Akron?
Um, it was actually just me and my cousins a lot. Like
Right.
growing up, people didn't really, I didn't really, like have a lot of friends. I would say.
Okay.
Um, I had step siblings, my cousins. We were all pretty close. People used to think they could bully people, and stuff. You know how that stuff go.
Right.
It was, it was a journey growing up in Akron.
Wow. So that's what I'm saying. So for the people that never been, that only hear about it or they only hear about it on TV or the news, what's some of the stuff that goes on down there? Like how real do it get out
Oh, it get real as hell. It's better to grow up in Akron than to be grown in Akron. Is how I would say it.
there? Wow.
Uh, you really can't be friends with everybody. Um, it's a lot of the territorial things that go on around here. Um, but overall, it's a lot of hate. It's a lot of love. It's a
At the
lot
same
of,
time.
but it's a lot of hate. Y'all see how they hate LeBron. You
Right.
feel me? Like his biggest haters come from the city. You
Right.
feel me? Like it's a lot of hate, but you feel me? Like it's a lot of love.
I
And it's a
feel
lot of
that.
territorialness, and it's a lot of unnecessary violence these days, is what I would call it.
And that's the thing is unnecessary violence going on all around the world. So you said LeBron James coming from Akron. What was the music scene like? Like what first inspired you to want to get into entertainment?
To get into like doing music or performing the music.
Just performing, just either singing, writing, however you got first
Oh, it's
into it.
always been my dream.
Right.
It's always been my dream. I've always wanted to win American Idol though. Like
Wow.
that was my sorry, this flip. You know what I'm talking about? It's throwing
Right.
me off. But it was always my dream to win American Idol. Like a teacher asked me, you feel me, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? It's always a president of the United States,
Wow.
a lawyer, a teacher. And
Right.
I wanted to win American Idol. I was always the one that wanted to win American Idol.
Wow. Okay. So American Idol. Growing up, you wanted. What were some of the people on American Idol that made you want to say, if they can do it, I can do it?
It wasn't the ones that I sing like, if that makes any sense. It wasn't really, I really looked at the winners and thought I could be that one day, like as powerful as singing as them, like Jennifer Hudson. I watched her whole season. Candace Glover, I watched her whole season. LaPortia Renee, even though she didn't win, I watched
Right.
her whole season too. Those powerful singers like that, like Kelly Clarkson. I think Kelly Clarkson was on there. Not sure, but I think she went back and performed. Like, I was just watching it and just looking at them, just like tell their stories. I used to just sit on the, you feel me, like the porch and just like watch American Idol, and you feel me, learn the songs, learn every note, learn
Wow.
every word, lyric, and everything, and just sing it till I got it right. And that's really where I learned. You feel me, like it's kind of, the singing part is self taught. The rapping part is, it's all really self taught, really.
Okay. All right. So
But it was like I learned by watching American Idol. Like that's where, if you feel me, like I just seen these people that just blossomed from nothing and
right.
was on TV making their dreams come true. You know, like performing in nice outfits, you feel me, like hair done, looking like stars before they were even stars. Like,
Right. Nah,
and
that's
that's what I, being discovered was always my dream.
okay. So back then, when did you first know that you can sing? When did you know you was a performer? At what age did you sing your first song?
Second grade, I
Second
started
grade.
entering talent shows in second grade at my elementary school at David Hill.
Wow. Okay. So you started in the second grade. What was that experience like?
It was very, it was very nerve wracking because I was singing big songs by big people like Alicia Keys and stuff like that, and I was
Right.
only like 7 and stuff. But I actually did it, and people actually remembered it.
Okay. So who were some of the singers that you admired growing up? Like you said, Alicia Keys. Were there any other singers that you admired growing up besides the ones on American Idol?
India Ari.
And there I read.
Yep, that is my girl.
Right. Is it her voice? Is it her style of music? Is it the beats? What most attracts you to her?
It's the voice and the content for me.
The voice and the content.
It's the voice and the content for me. She's a centric soul artist, a very successful centric soul artist.
Nah, that's a fact right there. So if you had
Yes.
to describe your sound to the people, what would you say Lala Combs' sound is?
Lala Combs is a hip hop and R&B artist. Cause I can very well, you know what I'm saying, do both.
You
Not
said
to, you feel me, like toot my own horn, but
right. So they can expect ballads and everything from you, or it's going to be mixed, or how's it going to be?
um they can expect, wait, what's the question again?
You said you can do both as far as singing and rapping. The sound, like what sound can they expect from you?
They can expect both. Yeah. I mainly sing and rap on all my songs.
Okay.
I do
So
both on almost
is it
every
like a
song.
pop or is it R&B? Is it soul, neo soul? What
I
type of
got
sound?
some pop, I got some R&B. Um I haven't done any soul yet. Let me see. I actually have done a centric soul song that I didn't drop. It's
That you
still
did?
sitting, it's still sitting in my edits on United Masters.
Okay. All right. So okay. So let's
Be
talk about
expecting
that.
that.
Let's talk about that. So how did you make the lunge into the industry? How did that happen? Let's talk about your journey into music.
Okay, so yesterday, a year ago yesterday, I booked a session with somebody in my city. to record 2 songs. You feel me? I had another female artist named Briefly. If you ever seen Chase a Bag featured on my album,
Right.
if you took a look at that.
I did.
And Loving You Was Wrong. So I started out recording those 2 songs. I pre-dropped Loving You Was Wrong on Facebook because at the time it was one of my biggest platforms, but Instagram has grown like tremendously in the past month, I would say. But it was like you know what? I was saying this, I was real selective of who I would say the songs to and stuff because I didn't really, I'm not, you feel me? Like I've been doing music so long, just not recording it so long. Like I was kind of selective who I was accepting criticism from for beginning out. So like, you know, I showed her briefly what I had for, you know, Chase a Bag. And then I'm like, you know what? I didn't really want to show you anybody, but since you're going to be out the session anyways, I'm going to show you what I have for Loving You Was Wrong, which is also another song featured on my album, which is the most played, which was the most played, and it's a year old yesterday. So I recorded both those songs in their top 2 on my album.
Right.
But I recorded both those songs yesterday, a year ago yesterday. And my producer, my engineer, Lynn, was telling me like, you deserve a Grammy for this song, basically.
Wow.
And I was like, wow. Like I just went in there and, you know, shit was pretty much one take.
Right.
Not that I didn't come prepared or anything like that, you know, like I didn't come to waste no time in the studio.
I feel you that.
But it was like one take, like even the singing parts, the ad libs, like everybody in there was, I wouldn't say this, they described it as starstruck. You feel me? Like I was surprised at their reaction. And then I dropped part of it on Facebook and it got like 200 shares, thousands of views, hundreds of likes, like, and I was like, wow, they really fuck with my music. So moving forward, I did a feature. You know, people start asking for features and stuff. Like my next few things that I did was features with other people.
Right.
And then, you know, some decided to drop their music, some didn't. And, you know, it's been a year, so.
Okay, so what's that year been like? Okay, you put the project together.
Out right now, and then I got my heart broke, you know, and then I went live in the studio with Hurt Me Again, and that did almost 10,000 views. Or say almost between 7 and 10. You feel me? Like it was up there.
Yeah, your mic going out.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, my bad. My finger was over it.
Yeah.
But I had almost like 7 to 10,000 views, like almost the most views that I've had. You feel me? Like have ever had, like on you know my well, not my had ever had, because I had about 20,000 views, like when I was singing to my mom in the hospital when she was. It was a sad video, but music started my career. You feel me? Like that was like the most views that I had got. You feel me? And that song got a lot of buzz. So I dropped that song that day and ended up not dropping, you know, Loving You Was Wrong until I put it on the album, and Chase It Back until I put it on the album, which I dropped that album following year, this year in January.
Okay.
Or the end of January.
What's the title for the album?
My album is called Music Therapy.
Music Therapy. Okay.
Yes.
So you dropped the first 2. From there, you say, I'm going to do an album. You get the buzz. You say you had 7 to 10,000 views.
I actually dropped Hurt Me Again before I dropped my album.
Wow.
Yes. So Hurt Me Again was doing hundreds and hundreds of views on my United Masters. You know, after it was on all platforms, it had already did thousands of views on YouTube. Like
already.
So it started transferring to, you know, Hurt Me Again. And then I started getting my Instagram platform, and I actually start performing Hurt Me Again. Like I performed Hurt Me Again, and the numbers went from like doubling to like tripling like
Right.
from doing shows at other places and in front of different crowds. Like my
Right.
first performance had Hurt Me Again in it.
Wow. And that's the thing right there. It's like, yo, so you've been putting in the grind. You've done some shows. You done opened for a lot of big people out here. You've been doing your thing. So now you start performing. What was the reaction to your performance? What was people saying? Did they when they first seen you? Were they blown away?
I'm gonna tell you my dad's reaction because that kind of him and his wife's reaction kind of meant the most to me
Right.
because when I tell you they was in the bar at my first show, like brawling their eyes out
Wow.
this February. And then I just throw it out there. I remembered when I dropped my album. I dropped my album the day after my first performance. So after I
Wow.
won, it was just like a ton of great news. Like, boom, my first performance was a success. I won to open up for K Camp, and boom, my album just dropping at midnight. You feel me? Like, so fuck with me. Like, so, and then I did that, and it was just like a double whammy. I just looked at in the crowd, got off the stage, and my dad was at the bar, like,
Oh man. He was
he
proud,
said,
proud
"You
moment.
look so great." Like he was in disbelief. Him and his wife was like, "You gonna be somebody," and it was just like, wow. My first performance
Wow.
just did that for them.
Right. And so I know that was a good moment. That was a good feeling.
It felt really great.
Yeah. So that's a beautiful thing. So like how do you get inspired to make your music and how do you get inspired when it's time to perform?
So to make my music,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's really a good question, and I'm smiling because on different occasions that I make different music, Hurt
Right.
Me Again, my heart was broke. Chase a bag. I just wanted to drop some music. Loving you was wrong. You feel me? Like you, I, it was some strong feelings of love in the air, like, and
Right.
then it comes songs like Pop My Shit. I was just popping my shit, the fans needed something. It comes songs like Times Get Hard. You feel me? Like, just think about the fucking struggle that I went through in my life. You feel me?
Right.
Like, I just think music, I named it music therapy because it's like me exhibiting like different emotions, like different moods that causes, you feel me, like different flows of writing. Like my intro, did you listen to the intro on my
I
album?
listened to that. I listened to the whole album.
Yes, like bad time still troll here, but I'm letting the light shine in the booth when it's cry time. I'd have made music my lifeline. Like music was just always a way to help me cope. So if I'm feeling happy as fuck, I can sit down and write a song like, you feel me, like I'm feeling good as fuck today. I'm
Right.
about to pop my shit.
Right.
You feel me? Or like fuck these niggas, can't trust these niggas, man. I'm just having fun with these niggas. I run their pockets, then I'm done with these niggas. It's like you feel me? Like I just be into
Wow.
shit. Like it just be, I be in my head. Like, you know what? I remember one time I felt like this. I'm about to write a motherfucking song about it.
Wow. And that's the thing. You got some real catchy lines. Like, so let me ask you, you always was that person quick on your toes, like to say something crazy? Or because you be saying some wild stuff.
Yes, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Yes, I've always had a crazy mouth. Like I wouldn't call it a reckless mouth, but
Right.
I would say that I was always the cutthroat child.
Wow.
Like I knew, I started knowing that when I would to like tell my dad things that I would say to other people, and he would just bust out laughing like, "You really said that?" And a lot of people do it when I say stuff like that. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So I, I've just always been I got a big mouth. And I
You
just
just
say what comes to my mind.
you're gonna let them know. So okay, all right,
Literally.
there's nothing wrong with that. So it's like, yo, when did you first start writing? Like, at what age do you remember you writing your first? Was it poetry? Was it music? How did you first start writing?
In school, I used to tell good stories. I tell good stories. That's what make me a great writer. If you was to ask any of my English teachers that I've ever had, and I've rarely ever been in a non-advanced English class. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? I was in like 8P reading when I was in Akron Public Schools. I was in advanced reading and in middle school. I was in I forgot what it's called. It was like an extracurricular class for language arts in elementary school. You feel me? Like my English teachers used to always like, you know what I'm saying? Like I always had a good form of writing. I always had a good form of sentences. I always had a good vocabulary. None of my English teachers would be surprised that, you know, that I'm an upcoming, I'm going to be famous.
Right.
That I'm an upcoming, finna be famous, that I'm going to become a famous, they would not be surprised if I became a famous lyricist tomorrow. You feel me?
Right.
Like they would be like, wow, Shalonda's always wrote very, very good. Like, you
Right.
know, like I wouldn't always call myself lyrical, but like, you feel me? Like I got a good way of telling stories.
Right.
And then I started writing songs and, you know, then I started writing poetry and then, you know, but it all started in school for sure.
Wow. Okay. So that's the thing you said earlier when we talk about American Idol. That means you have a voice. Like it's some singers on American Idol. You just can't get up there. It just you can hold the tune. That ain't gonna work on American Idol.
Right.
That means you really sing. So you've been putting the work in. What's some of your favorite songs to sing?
India Ari, Ready for Love. Um, I like to sing Candace Glover, Passenger. I like to sing LaPrisha Renee, Good Woman. I like to sing India Ari, the whole album Songversation, like Life I Know,
Right.
Sober Rise, Flowers, like it
Wow.
was India Ari for me, you know.
Okay.
It
Nah, I
was
feel
just
you that.
it was her for me.
It's just I feel you that. She has a song called "The Truth" that I love by her. The Truth.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my
Wait,
jam.
she has two songs called The Truth.
Yeah.
And then wait, no. We might be The truth is like because he is the truth and he feels so real. Yes, that
Yeah,
song. I love
that's
that
my
song
jam.
too.
Yeah, that's my jam.
And LaPortia Renee, is it India Ari? It might be LaPortia Renee,
And Portia Renee.
but it's Good Woman. Oh no, it is India Ari. It's good. I'm in good trouble. She just dropped a single called "In Good Trouble."
Right now, she
Like
just put one out now.
yes, she just dropped a single
Wow.
called "In Good Trouble," and it's a love song, and I love her love songs
Yeah, she gets
because
deep.
she don't always talk about the freaky stuff in the love. She talk about the deep shit in the love.
Yeah,
She taught me
she does.
something before I even knew something. You feel me? Like I'll be going back listening to her music and be like, damn, what the fuck did I know about this when I was 12 listening to
Right.
her? Like I'm 20 now.
Right.
You feel me? Like, and it's hitting different. You feel me? Like,
It's a whole another ball game now. So
yeah,
let
so
me
now I
ask you,
love
right?
her even more.
Right. Now that's a fact because is that real? The real when it has substance, it lasts the test of time. That's the difference. That's the real test right there. Might be hot now, 5 years from now, is it still gonna be rocking? So a lot of these artists that you're talking about,
Keep
they
it
have
going.
that stick and stay. They've been in the game, they've been tried, they've been proven, and they're still around. So let me ask
Right.
you, okay, so you was looking forward to American Idol. If you ever got the chance to sing in front of them, what song was you gonna sing?
My song?
Your song? Which one?
Yes.
Which one?
Hurt Me Again.
Okay, so let's just pretend because this is your dream. You wanted to kill American Idol. We got the American World Wide Web right now.
Right.
Show them what you would do if you was on the stage.
Held my head higher, you let me fall. Praying for change. You know, I'd be dramatic. Praying for change that won't come at all. Held my head higher, you let me in. Said you were different, but you hurt me again. Yeah, again, yeah, again. but you hurt me again. All them times that you hurt me, guess you love me still. You ain't come home again, couldn't sleep, I popped the Benadryl. And if I find out that he cheating, if I find out that he creeping, I ain't gon' fake, I can't start over, I'ma love him still. This love shit, this shit ain't love, it can't be true. Cause the shit I feel right now don't feel like love, feel like the blues. It's like this nigga make me sick, no, this ain't love, feel like the flu. And as far away as I'm pushing, I'm still trying to be close to you. I call you crying, you hit the client, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I call your line just one more time, just trying to link, but that I can't do. Got me feeling like I hate you. Why the fuck would I date you? When you needed me, I was there, but for me, you haven't came through, you was down bad. And I couldn't leave, my heart wouldn't let me. I gave my all to you, and you making me regret it. And we started off as friends. I should have left my feelings separate, because you came into my heart and life, but left my shit severed. It's whatever, because it's worse shit that I done been through. You wouldn't pick up the phone, so I picked up the pad and pencil, told him what's on my mental, told him what all I've been through. But I'm the one they went to. I provided the tissue. I'm the one that was down the right when them hoes made shit an issue. I'm the one that was by your side after all the shit that we've been through. Tired of all the crying, the screaming, and heavy breathing. You said that you wasn't in love, but you leaving, so what's the reason? Held my head high as you let me fall, praying for change that won't come at all. Yeah, said you were different, but you hurt me again, again, again. But you hurt me. Yeah, it's over now. I used to think I didn't deserve you. I was crazy. I did shit just to perturb you. But you did dirt and then you leave. You got your nerve too. And thinking back, I should have stuck to all the times I curved you.
Wow. All right.
Just in case it's a time limit, I can stop right there for real, because you know, later on in the song it get kind of wicky.
Yeah. So that's the thing right there. So okay. Let's go back to you writing this song right here. That's the one the girls got the beat for you. You was pretty upset when you made this song right here. So think about the times I should have curved you. It's like you didn't gave him y'all, and he done mistreated you. And now I gotta let you know you done went too far.
Yeah, man, I gotta let you know you can't be dropping no disses, man.
Wow. Okay.
I'm gonna drop one. I'm gonna get right with you, and he dropped one right back again.
Whoa. Okay. So I forgot about that part.
Yes.
So you dropped the diss first. So it's kind of like you bombed first. No, he bombed first. You retaliated.
He did it first.
He bombs again.
He bombed again after he did it first, yes. But I let it slide because Hurt Me Again was getting buzzed.
So let me ask you, did y'all put it to the side? Y'all friends? Everything's good now?
Yeah, that's my man still.
Oh, wait a minute.
Music is therapeutic. It was like we went back to back in the booth, literally.
Right.
We was okay.
Yeah, so that's
he
the
does
thing,
music
right?
too. He does music very well.
Wow.
Yes.
They said you never got this.
I had never got this before.
Wow.
But he dissed the hell out of me, man. And that's I think that my Heartbreak song was going to be a club banger, because it's definitely a club banger in my city.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So you dropped the song. Do you remember your first performance of that one?
Yep, it was the K Camp showcase.
It was the K Camp showcase. All right, so let's talk about that. I got the clip. I'm gonna just play this. I'm gonna while we're talking about that show, I'm gonna just let the clip play on the side. I'm gonna mute it out though, so they can see, because it's thick. I want to talk about there's a lot of stuff going on in this one. Club is packed.
A party. Ooh, it was going in that mug. Yeah. It brought the city out for sure.
Yeah, and that's the thing right there, yo. I think it's queued up at Hurt Me Again. I'm gonna let that beginning part rock. I'm gonna mute it out, then we're gonna break down what's going on. All right? All right.
Praying for change that won't come at all. Held my head high as you let me. Said you were different, but you hurt me again. But you hurt me again. All the times that you hurt me, guess you love me still. He ain't gonna show me the kiss if I want the girl. And if I find out that he cheated, if I find out that he creeping.
All right. Oh, no. The audio out. Okay. All right. So, yo, let's talk about, it's packed in there, yo. So where is this show at, right?
This is at the Crown Nightclub. Akron, Ohio, 271 Main Lane, 443, whatever downtown is, the zip code.
Right. So you open it for K Camp. You got everything together.
Yeah.
What? How many performances had you done up until this point?
This was my second performance
This was your second performance ever.
ever.
So it's like a born natural. It's like, yo, so what was that like with all these people? Were you nervous? Did you feed off of their energy? What was going through your mind on the stage?
That my first performance was better than my second performance.
Wow.
But it was a smaller crowd, my first performance. And I actually did good here,
Right.
but I had never performed in such a smoky environment, I would say.
Right.
So I had to, you feel me? It gets better the more you perform there. But I was also, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't taking the right precautions before I got there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was on stage, not
Right.
fed very well from rushing before showtime.
Right.
And I had been sitting there all night, and I was actually, remember I told you I was sleepy as hell.
Right.
Like, so I had been falling asleep right before they was calling me up on the stage. So when I finally got on the stage, I'm like, I get to singing my first song, and I start feeling like my throat was closing up or whatever. So I asked DJ Ill Will for some water in between songs or whatever. I felt like I was going to throw up during my second performance, opening up for K Camp. And the whole time, the whole performance, like I was gagging on air. But that was just me not being very used to the environment. Like, it's obviously, you feel me? Like, it's obviously a better, like, once you see more of my performances, you'll see it's more, I perform, I get around better in there. Like, you feel me? Like, it was my second time performing there. I wasn't really expecting it to be packed like that because, you know, K Camp, very underrated in the industry, you know? So I was just like, shit. They ain't got no water up here. I'm not finna throw up on the stage.
Right. Nah, I feel you on that.
I rocked that shit out until I got done. And plus anxiety, like that was the biggest crowd I had ever performed in my life. Well, at the moment, Boosie was the biggest crowd that I performed in front of. Coi Leray was the biggest crowd that I ever performed in front of because she brought the city out. Like,
she brought the city out. Okay. So
facts.
all right. So you're up there. The anxiety's kicking in. You got the lights on you. A lot of stuff going on. You ain't eat. Yo, this is it's getting hot. A little hot right now. You got what was that, like a 15-minute set?
Tweaky.
How long was the set?
My set was like a little 5-minute mix. It was 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But still, when you got all this stuff going on, 5 minutes seemed like a long time.
Man, it was. I pushed through it, and the crowd loved it. They loved it. And at the end, I was like, I went to my sister and was like, I'm finna throw up. I need water.
Right. And like you said, it's smoky, all types of stuff going on. It's hot.
It was a dope vibe, though. I just wasn't expecting. I had never used my talent in such a, you feel me, like smoky environment. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
I definitely understand.
I adapted though, because that's mainly where I perform at.
So that's where the performances is now. So okay, you do that. The K Camp, you shut it down. What happens next?
So what happens next is, you know, March Madness. I dropped my album the next day. Wow. You feel me? I let that do numbers for a little bit. I made a plan for 2021, and my plan was to focus on shows.
Right.
I had gave visuals a shot during last year, and I just felt like I wasn't very satisfied with the production that I was, you feel me? Like, I wasn't very satisfied. You feel me? I was like, you know, taking a leap of faith on Friends. And they've progressed tremendously. It's just at that moment I knew like I need to go high budget for my first video because
Right.
I just didn't feel like my music was nothing to play with for real. Like, so here we are a year later. I will be going to record my first high budget video
Right.
on Sunday in Atlanta.
Wow. In Atlanta.
My first video that I'm going to be dropping really, and it will be high budget, and I will be flying out on Sunday.
Wow.
And then I may also made a deal that with myself musically that I would moving forward dropping music outside of my album. I would just drop music like once every 3 to 4 weeks. You feel me? Give the street something hot every 3 to 4 weeks. Switch up my performance songs. Continue to push performing because my fan base has my fan base and my support system has grew tremendously since they've seen me perform. Like, you feel me? Like, and then I would get songs and I'm straying from YouTube beats, if that makes any sense. There's nothing wrong for the artist that's watching. There's nothing wrong with YouTube beats. There's nothing wrong with YouTube beats. But starting out, I was very, very picky. I was very picky. So it was hard for me to find beats. So I would send my friends to find beats. Hence hurt me again. Like, I would send my friends to find beats, and then they, eventually couldn't nobody really find me a beat that I liked that was on YouTube. So what I started doing was I started writing and then buying beats to go with my music. Is a method that artists can try out here. But I wanted, 50% or more of my music to be dropped with 100% copyrights, like buying the beat, getting everything copyrighted. I've checked that goal off and checked it twice. Every song I've dropped since I started performing not every song I've made since I've started performing, after I dropped my album has been on a beat that I bought. Right. Except for one. But I made an exception because another goal that I had was to have at least one major feature.
Right. So you got the major
and
features.
Right now, I have 3 lined up.
You got 3 major features lined up.
Yes, I have 3 major features lined up right now, locked in. Two of them is locked in with videos, and then the other one is coming soon. So it's like I was focusing on shows and checking off my goals.
Wow, focusing
that
on
was
shows,
my goals.
checking off
And
my goals.
literally, I've checked my list and checked it twice. And 2021 is not even halfway over. So.
Right. That's the thing right there, yo. For the people that's out there that may be watching, indie artists, up and coming artists, they may think, okay, they're just gonna do music. You said a powerful thing coming into the game. You said, no, I want to not only am I going to not use YouTube beats, I want to buy my beat. Then you said, I'm going to copyright my stuff. I'm going to do all the business side of things, take care of everything. Check my list twice. You had a strategy. Where did you learn that? And what advice would you give to people out there that just come out here and they just using YouTube beats? They don't own it. They're not copyrighting their stuff. What are some mistakes people make? And what advice would you give?
I don't really talk to, like, before I was an indie artist, like I was, you feel me, like just listening to people, other indie artists and shit like that. Like, I never really gave input and shit because I wasn't really on the music scene to know. But being on the music scene, just dropping music is not enough. And that's where I learned that. Nobody taught me that. Nobody taught me my plan. I really want to blow. I want to blow. And I want to do everything that I can to blow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want this to happen for me and my family. Like, I feel obligated. I feel like I'm obligating myself to be the meal ticket. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no problem with that. I will put my entire family on my back because I know that they will put me on theirs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done went through a lot of shit in my life and my family was there for me. So, but back the last year, a year ago from yesterday, it's been a year since I started dropping music. Through that year, like not even counting, like starting 2021, but I'm not just talking about 2021. I'm talking about the time in 2020 that I was doing music too. Right. That year, I was dropping them songs. They wasn't really doing numbers. I was paying for little Instagram promotions. Wasn't really doing numbers. wasn't really gaining followers. Like wasn't really getting clout. Like the right people wasn't. I felt like the right people wasn't really. I wasn't really getting the right people's attention. Like I was DMing celebrities. I was DMing people that was like inclined. What I'm fan base inclined for my city and shit. Like, people that can get behind me and really, I feel like could push my craft. You feel me? Like, and I was DMing them, and I really didn't have much to show. I got on Clubhouse, and I start getting industrial advice.
Right, right.
I got advice from Cash Dow for music videos. Like I got advice from Coach Me Joey. Like I was speaking to people. I was in rooms with celebrities on the stage with celebrities. Like, and I was talking to them. Like, and they was just saying like, I mean, it's not really much that I can like. It wasn't really bets in the game. You feel me? But like artists, industrial artists, like the younger ones, like they were just telling me like it's not really much I can tell you, like because nobody really told me much. It's not on you, it's in you. You feel me? So like once it start going down, either you gonna know what to do or you gonna know what not to do. I was putting my songs in groups, getting played. They was calling it radio and song competitions and shit. Like I was putting my song. I was putting my songs in groups on Clubhouse. Right. I'm sorry, somebody was just calling me, but I was putting my song in groups on Clubhouse, and they was playing my music, and they was like giving me feedback. Like people was really fucking with my music. So then my streams and stuff start going up, and I met a host on Clubhouse, and she was telling me about her tour and stuff like that. So I just start, you feel me? Like I'm like, you know what? I want to perform. Like I want to focus on performing, and I'm listening to what they're telling me, and they see I dropped the visual with, they see I dropped the album with no visuals really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on a high budget video, and I'm not going to drop any more albums until I get the buzz I want. You feel me? Like, so I was dropping like little singles here and there. Right. Doing features with people that they can drop, and doing features with other people that I could drop. You feel me? Dropping little songs. I dropped Bad Girl featuring Teray Marie. You feel me? That was a little banger. You feel me? That was banging in the club for a minute in my performances and stuff. Right. And then once I start getting a feel of like my performances and stuff, it just start coming to me like, this is my plan. Like I want to do this, and this. And I want to do it by the end of 21. And I made it beginning of May.
And it's already
I'm done, and it's all done.
Right. And that's the thing right there. So you put music therapy. How many joints is on that CD?
8.
8. Okay. So what was that process like coming up with that? Where did the concept come from?
The worst part about doing the album was waiting for the features to get done. Wow. A lot of people couldn't really get their features done on time, or like it was taking them long. That was really what was taking the longest to produce my album. Like the songs had already been made. Like I think it was only supposed to be like one more song on the album that I couldn't do, that I didn't really feel like withholding anymore for. I wanted everything to drop the day after my first performance because I had a good hunch that I was going to win. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was my first performance, I had a good hunch. I just took a leap of faith. Like, I'm going to just put that shit on, and I'm going to get on stage and I'm going to fuck it up, and they going to fuck with me. And that's exactly what they did. Okay. And that's exactly how it worked too.
Right. So that's the thing. So it's like, even going into rapping, you had already had in your mind, like, I'm a woo the people or wow the people at American Idol. I'm going to kill that performance. So now you're doing the rap. It's kind of the same thing. So it's performance. So it's like, in your mind, even though it might have been your first or second performance, because the actual competition was your first performance.
Yeah.
So you had already had in your mind, this is how I'm going to do it. This is how, like you said, I'm going to do this. They're going to love it.
And I'm going to win. I was going to keep going. Like, I haven't, since the K Camp show, moving forward to the Coil Ray show, was the second slot that I won because I was competing to win a slot for BRS Cash Throw Baby. Right. I was winning a slot to compete for him. And they picked boys for him, and they knew Coi Leray was coming, so they picked girls for Coi Leray. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I won a slot for Coi Leray at the BRS Cash performance. And then I literally had a show every weekend since that show.
Since the Coi Leray.
Since the Coi Leray showcase, the BRS Cash showcase. And I considered it Lala's March Madness. I had a March Madness. And then my buzz
like that on
crazy. I swear to God, my fan base went mad.
So Lala's March Madness. So yo, tell me about it. Yo, where did you come up with the concept? How did you put it together? Like, what was it? What was going on?
A host in my city was having a March Madness, and he was bringing somebody down every weekend. And I was like, I'm gonna compete and I'm gonna perform every fucking weekend. And if I don't perform that weekend, you feel me? Like I didn't perform for BRS Cash, so I had to find elsewhere to perform.
Right.
And I performed at the Social 8 that weekend. But then I performed for Coi Leray. It was the BRS Cash showcase.
Right.
Then Social 8. Then Coi Leray. Then who else was it at the end of the month? I actually forgot. I have to see because I went all the way through.
Right.
Coi Leray was the last one. So it was the BRS Cash Showcase, Social 8. I think I did another showcase in between that for somebody else.
Not the Boosie one.
Not the Boosie one. The Boosie one was just last weekend.
Okay.
I did an ESTG. So I did the ESTG showcase.
ESTG. So
yep, the showcase in March because he came in April.
How many people were you competing against?
Man, we was performing all night from 10:30 to 2:30 a.m. every night.
And you won every one of them. So okay, let's. I'm pretty sure people was mad. They had to be mad at this point. People were getting hot. Like, yo, it's not her again.
I wouldn't consider it pissed, but it was a little bit of hate. It was a little word of hate circulating the city that I had to shut the fuck down.
Wow. All right, so all right, Lala Combs, you're taking over. Take over the whole month of March. Can't nobody get no shows. Somebody come through. I'm doing it. It's me.
Yeah.
Let's let the people know who Lala Combs is and why she's not to be played with. Why shouldn't they play with you? Like, they can play with whoever they want, but they better not play with you.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, the first people I suggest y'all to play with besides me is y'all's kids, because I didn't come to play, and I'm not gonna play about my career. I never played about my image. You feel me? Like, I'm not gonna play about my career or my image. I come every time with that shit on. You feel me? Like, I come every time fully together with the right song selections for every single one. Like, the energy is there. I don't know what I be doing on the stage that be so intriguing, but like when the crowd go crazy, I do type shit. Like, it be movies every time. Like, and honestly, the best way I would describe this shit is to play with yourself and not me, because I'm not in a competition with anybody. Literally, it's me versus me. You feel me? Like, if it's anybody out there that's trying to outdo me, you're going to be working real, real hard, because I'm constantly outdoing myself. Right. You feel me? Like, don't play with me. You're not even, it's not that, I don't feel like people are as good as me, because there's people that have, the same talent that I have. Like, I'm not the only one. It's just how I put this, you feel me? It's how I do my shit. I pop my shit. You feel me? Like, I got a good work ethic. A lot of people tell me, you feel me? Like, I don't know. A lot of people really fuck with the vibe that they get at my shows. You feel me? Even people that I don't know, they stop me. Hey, your performance was just fucking great. What's your Instagram? Like, you feel me? Like, it just doesn't compare. Like a competition with somebody could never compare to the feeling that I get. Oops, to the feeling that I get. Not, I wouldn't call to the feeling that I get from my fans. You know.
Right. I feel you on that, yo. So, all right, we're gonna drop one of your joints on the new project, Music Therapy, and then we're gonna talk about the record. We're gonna jump into that right quick.
Dang. I'm sorry. That was my mom calling me. My godmom calling me. But I'm back.
All right, we're gonna play this one right quick, and then we're gonna talk about the record right after it's over.
I can't hear you.
I never had this feeling and they say it's wrong. They said you playing with my heart and I should play along. And I never knew a love like this exists. How they gon' tell me that we wrong and they don't feel the shit we did, yeah. It's shit that come with sadness and misunderstandings. Like me, I'm coming broken, damaged, hurt. If I get crazy, please stay faithful. For that, I'll be more than grateful. And yes, you my one and only, but I put myself first. I know it's bitches praying on my downfall. I know it's hella niggas praying up on his. It's like they hate to see it shine and start throwing rocks at some diamonds. We still rocking like bottom, I'm still keeping it solid, yeah. I know I might go crazy blowing up his phone. And yeah, I ask him questions when his ass is gone. But I'm just trying to make sure daddy make it home. So how the fuck could loving on my nigga be so fucking wrong?
Wrong. I don't wanna be right. If being right means being without you, I'd rather live alone tonight. Mom and dad say it's a shame, it's a downright disgrace. But long as I got you by my side, I don't care what you people say.
If loving you is wrong, then why it make me happy? We making love, you make me scream, you make me call you daddy. And I ain't saying that we perfect, cause that's not what happened. We ain't toxic, baby, I would say that we just problematic. Trust issues from you and all this other damage. So if you cause the nigga, keep and try and make it better. Could cut you off, but no other nigga could do no better. How come loving you is wrong and no one else can make me wetter?
That's the love you is wrong.
Wrong. I don't wanna be right. If being right means being without you, I'd rather live alone tonight. Mom and dad say it's a shame, it's a downright disgrace. But long as I got you by my side, I don't care what you people say.
All right, that's right there. That's the loving you is wrong. Can you hear me now? Testing, testing, 1, 2. Can you hear me? All right, that was the loving you is wrong joint right there. Lala Combs. Yeah, she probably chimed back in. But that was the loving you is wrong. We got another joint off of that project. It's out now. Music Therapy. Lala Combs. Let's jump into that while she's getting it right. She's back right here. So yo, all right, you can hear me?
I can hear you now. Yes.
Okay, cool. So that was the loving you is wrong joint right there. The Music Therapy is out. So
Yeah.
that was the one we was talking about earlier, right? That was the second. Those were the first 2 songs you did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what was the next song the third song that you did? Because you did those the first night in the session. Put those out. So now you start working on the project. What was the first song you came up with?
On the project, the first other song that I made didn't get put on the project.
Wow.
It didn't. And then I was doing features and dropping singles until I was ready to drop my project. Like I was just recording songs, no order, just as they came to my mind, and
Right.
the, I put them in order on the album.
Okay. All right. And it's definitely a dope album. Yo, it's Mother's Day weekend. I want to get back to the album, but it's Mother's Day weekend. I was going through your YouTube. I seen a dedication. I think it was last Mother's Day weekend.
Yep.
All right, let's talk about that real quick. For the people they may not understand. Let's break it down, put it in perspective. Or do you want to play the song first and then we talk about it? How do you want to do it?
Either way, I think let's just talk about it first.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So what's the title of the project? Is it dedication? Letter to Mom?
It's called "Letter to My Mother."
Letter to my mother.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What inspired this record?
My mom passing away and Mother's Day being around the corner. And I even wrote a story rap about how she passed away, but I decided that I didn't want to, you feel me, like record that and drop that moving forward as a recording artist. I didn't want to do that.
Right.
So it was just too much detail
Personal.
in what I wrote. Yeah, it was a dope rap, but it was just way too much detail in what I wrote. But it was young. I was young.
Right.
So I rewrote another song and put it on a Whitney Houston sample.
I like
And it was kind of beautiful.
Yeah, it's definitely dope. Even the song, the sample that you use is a powerful record. When you found the beat, was it like you wrote the song, then you found the beat, or did you find the beat and write it? How did you
I
do it?
wrote that song to a different beat, found that beat, and put it on that beat.
Wow. They actually go together good. They complement and it makes sense to the words of what you're saying. So
Went
let me
together, went
ask you,
together.
how old were you when you lost your mom?
15.
15.
I was 15 when you left me, stranded in this field. I know this ain't your fault, but from this shit, Yep, I was 15.
Wow. Okay. And my condolences to you. It's
Thank
Mother's
you.
Day weekend. People that losing their mothers. You only get one. It's a
Right.
real record. It's a real powerful record. So you do the song. It's kind of like it's music. When you say music is therapy, it's like I see you use a lot of your emotions in your records. It's like, is that something that you always do?
Yeah. It's something that I was actually going to go to college for. And it's so funny because I was enrolled in college for music therapy when I graduated from high school.
Wow.
And when I named my album Music Therapy, I promise you, completely forgot all about my major in college. So it was like I dropped out of college because I even entered college. I always wanted to win American Idol, but I entered college because right before I turned 18, they canceled the American Idol series. You remember they had a farewell season and then they
Right.
came back like afterwards. Basically, after I enrolled in college, they came back.
Wow.
So it was like damn, I can't win American Idol now. I gotta go to college. You feel me?
Right.
Like I can't be famous this way, so I'm gonna just help people with my music the other way, and I'm
Right.
gonna go and help people with like schizophrenia or people with Alzheimer's. You feel me? Or MRDD patients, and music helped me cope a lot
Right.
you feel me, as a child with like severe depression and stuff like that. Like it
Right.
helped me cope a lot. It's very therapeutic. So I was gonna go to school and help people other way. Like everybody don't always have to be famous to help people with their music. Is how I was thinking of it. But shoo,
The other way. So let me
college ain't
ask
for the weak. I
right.
cried about finding me a parking spot. It wasn't for the weak. I let college go kind of fairly quickly. Like I be knowing what's for me, and I let college go very, very quick.
Wow. So let me
But
ask you,
I
okay.
was enrolled for music therapy, and by the time I started making music and my album, college was a long thought. Like 2 years ago, that was over 2 years ago, and I hadn't even thought about a music therapy, and I named my album Music Therapy. And I didn't even realize until months after my album dropped. I was like, what the I said, that's so crazy how that happened, how my mind just always just reverts to music being therapy. It just always reverts to that's just how I am. That's what I use music for.
Right. And that's the thing right there. So you said you were going through it was a time in your life where you was even depressed a little bit. How did you get through it? How did you stay focused?
I had a therapist.
So you really want to talk to somebody. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong. No, don't be ashamed.
No, they had me on. Yeah, I'm not ashamed at all. Like they had me on a lot of antipsychotics. I'll admit, but I'm off. I'm off. Once you feel me. Like once I got older, I decided as soon as I graduated from high school, really, I decided that I didn't. You feel me? Didn't need antipsychotics.
Right.
Except for maybe anxiety medicine every here and there because I actually have an anxiety disorder. Like sometimes it gets uncontrollable. You feel me?
Right.
Other times I can just take a couple deep breaths. Nothing a little. Nothing something. Nothing that can't be fixed. You feel me? Like I'm overall in the best mental state that I've ever been in my life right now.
Right.
But I used to take about 7 pills a day, 7 antipsychotics a day, including like medicine to sleep. Like imagine being crazy on top of not sleeping.
Wow. So that's the thing right there. And we're gonna play the song, but it's like you went through a traumatic experience, right? It's like one thing in our community, in the black community, it's like, yo, you gotta deal with it. You gotta keep it moving. But it's like a lot of times, it's like a lot of this stuff is like it's overwhelming. Sometimes it's like certain things,
Mental
certain
health is
experiences,
serious.
deaths, injuries, seeing just certain things we see. Life throws us. Everybody, life ain't, it ain't always peaches and cream sometimes. So it's like when people say, "Yo, I had to take a moment," or it was heavy, or I had a mental breakdown, or whatever the case may be. I've learned that is not uncommon. It's like, yo, a lot of times it's like we're taught you just deal with it and that's normal. And we're walking around broken. We're damaging other people and stuff like that. So it's like you said, you once went through, but you went through a traumatic loss. You lost your mother.
I was depressed. I mean, not to, feel me put a
Right.
lot, not to put my business out there, but I was a depressed child. Like just overall a depressed child. Like I was saying, like, you'll hear me saying my song, even though you're passing out the shit that had me stressing, it's a lot of shit that went on in my life. Like mental health is a real thing in my family, like a real thing in my family. Starting with my mom, you feel me? Going down to my siblings, like mental health was always serious in my family. Like, and it was like it was hard to deal with. It was really hard to deal with. A lot of crazy things. I mean, not you feel me, like not too crazy, but a lot of things that can make you very depressed as a child, and make you want to act out and stuff like that. And it's consequences for acting out and stuff, but I mean, overall, you just not done being sad about it. You feel me? Like, you feel me? You move on with your life, and a lot of stuff continues to haunt you.
Right.
You feel me?
We learn
that you
from
deal with in your childhood. So I was very sad before my mom even passed away, but her passing away topped it off.
That just tipped the scale over. I'm already at the edge.
Yeah.
Now this happens. Right. So let me ask you, okay, growing up, you said you wasn't a real happy child. I see you now. You're doing the photo shoots, you're smiling, you're glowing.
Period.
What's changed? Like, yo, how did you said you're off the medication, you're off the medicine now. You're waking up, you're feeling better about yourself, you're affirming, you got
I'm
a
going
lot
to
of
sleep
confidence.
at night, even
You're
without the
sleeping at
medicine.
night.
Like,
How did
yes.
you transition over? How did you make the transition?
Really, I was getting ready to transition over like before my mom passed away. But then she passed away and then I started crashing out like stress is a disease. It can make your hair fall out in shreds and chunks like you have cancer.
Right.
It can eat your body alive. You feel me?
Right.
Like make you lose like pounds and pounds and pounds. You feel me? Uncontrollably, like. And it was like I really don't want to deal with this no more. I'm seeking help.
Right.
And I don't want to take medicine no more. I really don't. So I just, was sneaking and not taking it. My mom caught on. She was like, you know what? I'm just going to tell your psychiatrist, I don't think you should have medication anymore because you're not going to take it responsibly when you turn 18. I'm like, and I'm going to show her that I don't need it anyways,
Yeah.
So like, I think I just threw my pill divider away last week. I threw my pill divider away last week and I left home almost 3 years ago. I haven't been using the medication all those years, but like it was leftover pills. I quit cold turkey. I was sick for about a week and a half after graduation. Like I quit all my antipsychotics cold turkey. And I got my mind right. I don't know what I did. I just start cutting people off that was, I'm grown now. I don't have to deal with things that don't make me happy. You feel me? Like you don't have an option in my life no more. You feel me? Like you gotta go. You feel me? This gotta go. This gotta go. You feel me? I got a sacred place. You feel me? Like sharing a room with people. I shared a room with somebody my whole life. You feel me? Like my home is a part of my, you feel me, my happiness.
Right.
I started getting my own things. You feel me? Like working hard for myself, and started leading what I would like to call a rewarding life because I could do more things for myself. And I just became happy. I became my own person and I just became happy. The medicine, you feel me? The medicine it stopped. You feel me? Like it was all out my system. My nerves was bad here and there. But I promise you it's nothing, you feel me? Like it's nothing that I've never dealt with before. Like one time I had anxiety so bad I couldn't breathe. Like it's a disease. Those are diseases that really hurt you.
Right. And that's the thing is like if somebody's never experienced it or somebody until their loved one experiences it, a lot of times people say, yo, get it together, but it's not that easy. You know what I'm saying? It's easier said than done when people say, yo, just snap out of it. Yo, you'll be all right. Yo, you put on your big girl panties.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that simple. So it's like
sure
real quick, without you giving them all your business. For somebody that's out there, they may be dealing with some stuff. Nobody understands. They may be a little boy. Somebody's telling them, you man up, you handle it. You stick your chest out. You don't cry, you a boy. And then on the flip side, it might be somebody telling a little girl, put on your big girl panties. Handle it. What would you say to those people?
I'm just going to say, I know a boy. I know a boy that struggles very, very hard with mental health and he does not understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, and what I tell him is, it's early. You feel me? Like, you have to stay strong and make the right decisions for yourself and educate yourself on mental health. You have to educate yourself on mental health. There is no big girl panties when it comes to mental health. There is no put it to the side. You feel me? When it comes to mental health, it's not, there is none of that. You feel me? And it's not always medication, For me, it wasn't always the medication. For some people, it might be more serious. Like schizophrenia is really big in the African American community. And they a lot of people in the African American community like to look at, you feel me, people that are having episodes in public as I know a crackhead when I see one. And a lot of these just be mental health episodes.
Mental health.
You feel me? Whether it's drug induced or not. You feel me? It's mental health regardless. And instead of like a recording, sorry, my allergies.
You're fine.
Instead of like recording, you feel me, like getting your camera out and, oh my God, da da da. You need to get authorities and you need to get help.
Right.
A counselor, there's nothing wrong with a counselor. And a counselor is not just a title.
Right.
You feel me? Like, and if you have a counselor and you feel like she's not doing anything, reach out to a state ombudsman.
Wow. Say it again. A state, what is it?
a state ombudsman, which is above, you feel me, above all the therapy, above all it's the people that ultimately advocate and can, intervene when there's something not being handled right when it comes down to mental health.
Wow.
Yes, it's higher than a nurse, higher than a doctor, higher than a social worker. You need to you need to demand a state ombudsman. My therapist isn't doing much for me. I don't want medication. I don't feel like I want to be controlled by medication. I
Right.
would like to speak to a state ombudsman and get a different individual service plan. You feel me? Like,
Wow.
mental health is real. It's
Right.
real. There ain't no big girl pennies. There ain't no big boy pennies. Parents that are watching, I want you to educate yourself on mental health, especially if it's big in your family, and educate your young ones when the time comes. And some medicines are needed. Schizophrenics need medication. You feel
Right.
me? Like,
Wow.
other
So,
people may not need medication. There is no big girl panties. Some people might just need to talk it out. You feel me? There's no big girl panties. There's a solution for all this shit. You feel me?
right.
You don't need to push anything down. Seek help.
Right. And that's real right there. And that's definitely true. And a lot of people out there is like that's watching, we can agree because it's like, yo, it's certain things that I deal with that you may not even consciously know that you're dealing with from 15 years ago, 10 years ago, that you never dealt with. You done suppressed it so far down. I'm all right. I'm all right. And really, you're not. People can look at you and tell you're not all right. Do the smile. You just holding back tears. It's like you put on this face in public and go home and it's like you're depressed. So when
Right.
we say mental health, it's like, yo, it's not a bad thing. It's like, growing up, we always thought, yo, if you're going to talk to somebody or you're going to a therapy, that's a bad thing. What's wrong with you? You're a little off or something like that. It was a joke growing up. We become
Mm-hmm.
normalized and we become insensitive when it's
Yeah.
like, it's not a joke. And it's like, really being black alone in America, you got some kind of disorder going on, some kind of issue just with trauma alone.
Exactly. Black people face a lot of oppression that
Right.
cause depression. Depression is a disease. Depression is mental health. And shout out to it being Mental Health Awareness Month,
Oh, wow.
because
Right.
you know it's big. It's big. And this is a great, you feel me, like that's a great topic of discussion because it's real. It's big and it's real. And depression is a disease that can make you do a lot of things. People be like, oh, they're doing this for attention, they're doing this, they're doing that for attention. Some of it may be for attention, like some people may, do a few things for attention, assuming the role of depression. You know what I'm saying? But some
Right.
people are depressed and don't even know. If you're sleeping all day, you're depressed. If you're cleaning up, you're depressed. You
Right.
feel me? Like, if you don't keep up with your hygiene, you feel me, like go a day or two without showering, that's depression. If you're glued to the bed, that's depression. If you want to socially withdraw, that is depression. You feel me? Like, it's a lot of things that people don't know. Like, if you getting irritated with shit easily, that is a form of depression. Like, you're fed the fuck up with your surroundings. Like, it's taking a toll on you. When
Right.
things take a toll on you, you are becoming depressed. And you need to take time for yourself or something. Talk to yourself, have a get in touch with yourself. You feel me? Like, just find out what you need to do to make yourself happy. You don't even gotta find out what's making you sad. Find out what you gotta do to make yourself happy. You
Right.
feel me? And get back to your usual self. Like, but if you feel like you in this dark place and you can't get out, I would advise you to seek help. You
Right.
feel me? Reach out to somebody.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like God allows us to go through things to help others. And I'm listening to you because just seeing your music, seeing the your posts and Instagram and stuff like that, confident. I would have never known you was insecure at one time. I would have never known you went through some of the things you went through. But listening to your story is like, okay, when I was 15, 16, I went through a thing. You said I'm 20 now. You're empowered. It's like, yo, somebody can give you advice or somebody can tell you something. And it's like they don't have that fire with them. They don't have that passion. They don't have that compassion about it. It's like, yo, I'm not telling you something I seen. I'm not telling you something I heard. I'm telling you what I went through.
This is my testimony.
Right. And that's the beautiful thing. So it's like through your pain, it's still beautiful, and God still uses that to heal others. Where it's like, yo, you may have good days, you may have bad. I don't know. Being in Mother's Day weekend, I don't know how that may affect you, but I see you smiling. I see you up here empowering other people. I see you saying, yo, if you're going through it, you can get out. I did it.
I didn't.
Yo, that's dope right there. I want to jump to the record. I'm gonna play it, but I'm gonna mute our mics because I don't want the sound to mess up. I want them to hear the words on the record. But I'm gonna leave the camera on you, and I'm gonna leave it on me. It's gonna be like that, but the music's gonna be playing in the back. And then when the song is over, I'll unmute it, and then we'll continue.
Right. Okay.
Jammy Production.
As I lay me down,
As I lay me down,
heaven hear me now.
heaven hear me out.
I'm lost without a cause.
I'm lost without you.
After giving it my all,
We tried everything,
winter storms have come,
and that storm took you with it.
and darkened my sun.
Yeah,
After all that I've been through,
what I've been through with you.
who on earth can I turn to?
Dear Mom, I wrote this, hoping that you hear me. Been talking to you for some years now, hoping that you listening. I know you shining down on me, teeth all white and glistening. I just wanna make you cry one day and let you know I miss you. Anyways, what I wouldn't give to be blown up with cars. I got a car now, no bus, we driving to the mall. And I wish you met my niece and nephew, would stink, you have a ball. And damn, I wish you seen Shakai, he's standing 5'9" tall. This shit is deeper than a date, and disbelief you left me. I tell them why you really gone, so they know you was selfless. If I could bring you back, I would, but I cannot pretend. I'd only bring you back if you won't go through that again. I wonder where I'd be with you right by my side. I wanna feel your presence so it won't be like you died. You be right there to pick me up, you help me when I fall. But most of all, I'm pissed my dog ain't here to see me ball. And in my brain I hear your laugh, sometimes it make me pissed to know that you not truly here and that you truly miss. Yeah, in my brain I hear your laugh, sometimes it make me pissed to know that you not truly here and that you truly missed. I look to you. Kai look to you. Ty look to you. Q look to you.
And when melodies are gone,
I love you forever.
and you are here with
I feel like I'd be a different woman if you was here. Yeah. So many questions, so much shit I wanna ask. Yeah, I got questions about my womanhood that I can't ask my dad. So many lessons you done taught me. Thinking back upon my past, but shit was simpler, shit was different. You was here for me to grasp. And these niggas out here playing crazy, what I'm supposed to say? Wanna send you screenshots to the first time he called me babe. I was 15 when he left me, stranded in this field. I know this ain't your fault, but from this shit I'm far from healed. And I wonder once this letter done, will I let go of the pain and start thinking about some good shit like a rainbow after rain? If you was here, I wonder, would I still have this depression? Even though you're passing out this shit that had me stressing. And I know it's facts that you in heaven with a golden seal, because that final act of kindness really sealed the deal. But I'm just trying to tell you all the pain that my heart feel. You ever had so much pain that it's hard to shed a tear? I look to you. Shay look to you. Sean look to you. I look to you.
After all my strength is gone,
I lost all my
and
strength.
you I can be strong.
And you I could be strong. I look up to you.
To you.
We look up to you.
And when melodies are gone,
I miss you.
and you are here with me,
Sincerely.
I look to you.
Lala.
That's a powerful song right there. That's
That
an
is
emotional,
real.
powerful song right there, yo. That's really a
That
powerful,
is
emotional song right there. So, listening to that song, you put your heart, you put your memories. This not just a song that's like a feel good. I'm just making a record. You captured
I
moment.
dedicate that.
Right.
That was
Right.
one of my first songs that I wrote and recorded as well. That was actually the second time I went to the studio. I recorded that song. Now that I think about it, and I wanted to put it on the album, but they was copyrighting that Whitney Houston sample, so I had to stay on YouTube, which is fine with me because
Right.
as long as it's out there, one day the world's gonna see all this shit.
They gonna
One
hear
day coming soon, they're gonna see all this shit. You feel me?
Right.
Somebody's gonna click and do the same thing you did and find all my shit.
Right.
You feel me? And somebody's gonna get behind it and push it, but the song was dedicated to her, and I know she heard it.
Wow.
I know she heard it.
Wow.
I know for a
Right.
fact she heard that song. And I know for a fact that that song was made from my heart and my soul because I miss my mom so much. That was my twin.
Wow.
Imagine just looking in the mirror and seeing a full grown version of yourself and you look just like your mom as a teen.
Right. And that's the thing. God gives us what we need. We don't understand why things happen. I lost my dad 2 years ago.
Wow.
I have his face. You know what I'm saying? So it's opposite. It's like women
It's-
and their mother. Men, we're about our mothers as well, but it's like to lose any parent. I'll put it that way. I'm not gonna say my dad is the same as you losing your mom because I don't know.
Right. I know
But I
what you
know
mean.
that it hurts. You know what I'm saying? So I resemble everybody in my family. They say, you look just like your dad.
Yeah, sometimes people see me and burst out in tears. Like my mom's best friend, her name is Tink. She'll see me and burst out in tears. Like,
Just brings her back.
yeah, oh, you look just like your mom. Like, now shit make me want to just bust out in tears too. That shit hurt my feelings. We could have been out here 20.
Right. Right. Again, my condolences. That's really hard. Like I said, it's like you never get over that. That's not something that time don't heal. That it's like you never.
I mean, yeah. She made a sacrifice losing her life, so I could never get over it. I don't think I could ever get over it.
Right. And that's the thing. When people hear your music or they see you, they see, okay, this, I'm gonna be honest, looking at the pictures, like, okay, yeah, she got herself together, imaging, marketing, everything is together.
Mm-hmm.
From the outside looking in, you never know what a person is going through or the price they paid to get to where they are. So it's like, even with the success, even with the fame, even with the, people knowing your stuff, it's
The
like certain
great
things.
songs. Like, I wish I didn't have the emotion to write them. I wish I wasn't given the emotion to write them songs. I wish my heart never got broke. I wish my mom never died. I wish motherfuckers never crossed me. You feel me? Like, you feel me? Like, I wish motherfuckers was never fake to me. Like, you feel me? I wish I never felt like I had to fend for myself. You feel me? Like, I wish I never had those emotions to write those songs. But why not? You feel me? Like, I got them now. Why not use them?
Right. And then the thing is, you got a whole lot of life ahead of you, but you've been through a lot. So let me ask you, for the young ones watching, right? There's a whole new generation out here. I'm about twice your age. I'm gonna be honest. I'm about twice your age. So it's like, to the young people out there, like, you've been through a lot. What's some of the things you've learned over life, looking back? Like, if I would have knew this then, I would have made it. I may have done this differently.
Ladies, don't trust boys. Don't trust boys. No, 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 no. Don't trust boys. No offense to you. You seem very trustworthy. You feel me?
Wow.
But at least don't trust boys with your earnings. You feel me? Like, that shit will make you hate. That'll put some hate in your heart. You feel me? If you want to grow up and not experience, you feel me, it's better to grow up and not experience so many strong emotions when your feelings aren't even really, and your mental is not even already fully, your mind state of mind isn't really fully developed until your mid 20s, mid 20s, for real. Like, you're not a fully mature person. As a woman, I heard we're not fully matured until we're about 28. You feel me? Like men, I think it's about 30, 35. You feel me? Like that's when they're mature. You feel me? Like that's the science that I heard a while back. It might be different because there's more kid geniuses in the world these days and shit like that. Like genetics might be different. But it's better to not experience those type of strong feelings as, you know, as a teen, like at 16, 17, like it's better to not experience that shit. You feel me? So don't trust boys. You feel me? Like,
all right, hold on. Let me stop you real quick. Hold on. Somebody in the comments said the comment, that's for you. They want you to see that one.
They want me to what?
They want you to see that comment.
What is it?
You can't see the comments?
She is cat.
That's Gene Stack something.
You want to know a secret? I trust boys now.
Right.
But I didn't always trust boys. That's my man.
I figured. That's why I left it there.
That's my man. That's my man. That's the one I was dropping all the songs and stuff. Yes. Right. Yes. That's the one I was dropping all
right. That's why I left it there. I figured that I left it there. I'm like, yo, I will let you talk. But I'm like, yo, yeah, nah, this was for you.
But don't trust boys. Don't trust boys at a young age. Getting older, you feel me? Like now, I'm mature. You feel me? Like I said, I'm in my happiest state of mind right now, and you feel me? Like I don't feel like my relationship could be better. You feel me? Like when you happy with yourself, and when you aren't experiencing, I had to untie a lot of emotions that I had from back in the day. You feel me? Like he said, I love her. I love you too, babe. I had to untie a lot of emotions that I felt from back in the day to, you feel me, not be so angry about little shit in my relationship. You feel me? Like that's the advice that I would give to a young female. To a young man, don't let nobody trick you off these streets. Wow. Don't let nobody trick you off the streets. You feel me? Like if you choosing to do this and that and other, and you feel me, just make sure you're doing it 100. I know a lot of street niggas, and they doing the street niggas that's doing shit 100% their way is not getting caught up. Right. It's the niggas that's running behind other niggas that's getting caught up. You feel me? Like do shit 100% your way, and 100% for you, and you will prosper. Be a boss, and you will prosper. You feel me? Like y'all want to be followers, and y'all ain't gonna follow nobody but to a cell or the fucking grave. You feel me? Be yourself. Be 100 with yourself. The most important thing I feel like a man should have is his identity. You feel me? Like you should be very intact with yourself as a man. Wow. So starting young, you feel me? Like find what you like to do. You feel me? Turn it into a hustle or something. Like, you feel me? If you like selling shit, don't just go straight to selling drugs. Get some merch. You feel me? Like, don't go straight to, you feel me, like the dope game. Right. And if you do choose the dope game, make sure that's 100% what you want to do, and do that shit your way. You feel me? You know, be 100 all the way around.
That's the thing. And it's like, even with the mainstream radio, it's a message. I hear a lot of Xanax, Percocet, Leans, pop a pill, take a shot.
Yeah.
So all right. So you know what I'm saying? So a lot of young people though, they're targeting this music to the young ones, right? So now you're hearing people ODing. They're mixing fentanyl with pills and stuff like that. We're not putting nobody in. We don't want to say no names. Nobody that may have died from it, or we don't want to incriminate anybody. But I'm saying in the music industry, you hear it a lot in the music. It's become a social, like a drug society. The women, on the other hand, there's a lot of sexuality going on. What's your take as an artist on the message that they're pushing, and what's your message?
Shit, I push all that shit. Say what you feel.
Say what you feel.
You feel me? I know people out here. I know a song. Shout out to A-Rap the Taliban. He has a song called Zans. And you feel me? He made a song as to, you feel me, why somebody might be addicted to Zans. You feel me? Like, it goes, and I got addicted to Zans to help me with to cope with these pains. All up, no sleep all night, stressing. Can't fuck with these hoes, they messy. Can't fuck with these niggas, they fuck up the vision. Some, you feel me? Like, I'm trying to run up these millions. Like, you feel me? If you choose to do them drugs, don't do that shit being a follower, and educate yourself on what the fuck you taking. I'm big on being educated on what the fuck be going on around you. Like, that's how you get fucked up. That's how you get, you feel me? Like, that's how you get laced. That's how you get laced. You feel me? Like, and you can be fucked up getting laced. You feel me? Like,
some people don't recover.
Some people do not recover, and it goes down to their children, and it goes down, and that's why more people are putting all this shit into the universe. You feel me? And it's producing a generation of mentally ill children. You feel me? Like, fucking up these parents, lacing these parents, their offspring. A woman with schizophrenia, 1 in every 5 of her children will have schizophrenia. But if it's on both sides of the family, might be 2 or 3 or all of them. You feel me? Like, and it all started from the mom being laced and the dad having genetics.
Right.
You feel me? Like, cut that shit out. Stop. You feel me? Stop pressing pills. You feel me? Like, and I want you to understand, y'all be out here fucking up good people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be people out here perfectly good mental health.
Right.
You feel me? Take a drink at the bar, hit a blunt at the bar, or hit a blunt with their people in rotation at a party. And somebody can sprinkle something in the blunt. You feel me? Like, really your people's blunt, just your people's passed it to you.
Wow.
That shit might not hit you like it's hitting them, because you might already have mental health. You feel me? In your genes elsewhere. You feel me? Like, y'all fucking up good people.
Right.
You feel me? Over a couple bucks. You feel me? Like, cut it out. You feel me? Like, but I mean, if that's what you want to do, like, if you want to, you feel me? Like, if you want to take your party drug, and you feel me? Like, I want you to know your limits. You feel me? Know the difference between a pressed pill and a regular pill. You feel me? Know the difference. Just know the difference. All I'm asking y'all to do is know the difference. You feel me? Like, so we can, you feel me, put an end to mental health in the Black community, because it's
yeah, that's real. And you dropping knowledge. We got an actual trauma class tomorrow. It's not a class, but it's a session. We do a series like every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's called Trauma. We're gonna be talking about how society affects mental health. Like, even with social media, how the drug abuse and the music influence, how it affects and translates over to mental health, and vice versa, how mental health translates over to the culture as well. Dealing with, anxiety, dealing with narcissism, with the social media and likes and stuff like that. How the flip side is depression. You may have low esteem. We're gonna be tapping on that. So every 2 weeks we do a trauma series. So it's interesting that it came up today on it, because what I'm saying, you're an artist. I'm not thinking we're gonna be talking mental health, but the show is actually tomorrow. But it's like, that's just a confirmation of how real and how important it is in our community. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, when you're talking about, people, prescription pills, right? It's something as serious as your chemical balance may be different. That's why doctors say what this person might can take, you can't take. So it's like, now you popping pills, or you at a party and your man say, yo, I got this, but you don't know how it's going to affect you. It made him feel good. It
might not get him addicted.
Right.
You feel me? Like, addiction is also a gene. But that's the topic for another day.
Wow.
Addiction is a disease, for one, and it is also a genetics. You need to, you feel me, take a look at your family history and realize what the fuck you can get addicted to, and what you can and can't do. You feel me? Because it's some, you feel me? For example, alcohol ain't as a serious drug, but you feel me? I got the gene to be an alcoholic. I'm gonna be honest. You feel me? My family, it's people in my family that drank. You feel me? And I done took it there at a point in my life. But you feel me?
Wow.
Addiction is a disease, and I beat the addiction.
You beat it. You beat it.
I would say I beat an addiction.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like, yo, 20 years old. You've been through a lot. All right. When people hear your name, Lala Combs, it's a powerful name. All right. Let's talk about the name for one. Because it's like, yo, when I put the flyer up, people say Lala Combs, like, wait, is there something about it? Let's talk about how did you come up with that name?
To be honest, I created that nickname for myself. It's like an alter ego. I wouldn't really call it an alter ego because people might think I'm crazy. I'm gonna just say it. My mom was schizophrenic. Okay, my mom. That's why I educated myself so much on schizophrenia. But she was stabilized. Like she was stabilized. Right. It got caught a little late, but she was stabilized. I try not to call Lala my alter ego because motherfuckers will look at me funny as fuck because they already think, you feel me, I got so much from my mother. You feel me? They expected me to have schizophrenia. They expected me to be the 1 of 5. Right. I expected me to be the 1 of 5. I got scared. Before I even start showing any symptoms, I educated the hell out of myself. Right. Wow. You feel me? I couldn't take no chances. I educated myself on schizophrenia, you feel me? Like, but it was just honestly like, it was so much associated in my life with Shalonda as a person. Like, I had been through so much shit. And I seen my dad one day and was like, my new name is Lala. You call me Lala. I think I was like 13 or 14.
That's it.
I said, you can call me Lala. I ain't calling you Lala. You feel me? Like, I just made that nickname for myself. And then, you feel me? My godmom and all my siblings start calling me Lala. And as soon as I got into high school, it was right when I got into high school, whole volleyball team was calling me Lala. Whole high school was calling me Lala. Everybody on Facebook started calling me Lala. Everybody on Instagram started calling me Lala. All my friends started calling me Lala. Right. It just stuck. My government name is Shalonda Combs.
So Combs is your last name?
Combs is my last name, yes.
Okay, so here's the $1 million question. Any relation to the Big Combs?
According to my grandfather, yes, it is. And me and him actually have the same initials. My name is Shalonda Joyce Combs, and his is Sean John Combs.
Right. So it's interesting. So that's the first thing when I heard the name, I'm like, yo, what's going on? But it's like I had already heard the music. I'm like, yo, it's dope, and it makes people think like, yo, is that any relation? Yes. But yo, so that's dope. So let me ask you, okay? I don't want to lose my train of thought. We were talking about Lala being the not the alter ego. We were talking about schizophrenia and stuff like that. Boom. That's where I wanted to pause right there.
Right.
Because it's artists, right?
Right.
Okay, you educated yourself. I'm from the outside looking in. From artist standpoint, it's like, yo, I'm Sion, but Sion is not my government. My government is Quincy. It's really two different situations going on. So it's like if I put the hat on, Sion is in the building. If it's behind you, I'm chilling with the family, it's Quincy. How thin is that line? How fine is that line when we talk about stepping into artist mode and different personalities and schizophrenia? Let me ask you, because it's a very thin line right there.
It's a very thin line. It's a very thin line. And I would say the line is drawn at mental health.
Right.
So it's like, you feel me? Shalonda, you feel me? Shalonda don't give a fuck. She'll wake up a day after her show with one lash on. You feel me? Wig all crazy from, you feel me, being passed out from turning up the night before. Right. You feel me? Like, makeup washed off, of course. Like, I take showers at the end of the night. You feel me? Right. Like, but I'm saying, like, I throw my Ugg slides on and my robe. I will throw on my I have a robe for outside and I have a robe for in the bed. Like, right. I have a robe for outside. Like, I will throw my robe on. Shalonda's a comfortable person. Right. You feel me? Like, wow. Lala and Shalonda are both genuine. I would say that Lala is an interpretation of Shalonda. Right. It's a different interpretation of Shalonda. For a long time, you feel me? I'm walking around being comfortable. I wasn't putting that shit on. You feel me? Like, I was hardly even getting my hair did. You feel me? Like, I was insecure. I was depressed.
Right.
You feel me? Like, Lala Combs, the artist, and Lala Combs, the person, and Shalonda Combs, the person.
Right.
I would say 3 different people. Shalonda is very comfortable. Lala Combs, the person, is the person that's overcoming all that Shalonda has been through. Right. And then Lala Combs, the artist, is interpreting all the shit from both people. Right. And I'm putting that shit on. And I'm, feel me? I'm showing these motherfuckers like, you can't fuck with me, you can't fuck with me, you can't fuck with me, you can't fuck with me. None of y'all can fuck with me that was judging my circumstances, because at this point, I'm looking better than what the fuck I've been through, and can't nobody tell me shit. That's who Lala Combs is. You feel me? I'm literally, it's levels to this shit. This Lala Combs, the performing Lala Combs, the artist, the best version of myself that I could say that I've ever created. Wow. I even sit sometimes and just think like, wow, all these people think so fucking highly of me. And I know the fuck, they all know where I came from. You feel me? They all know what I've been through. People tell me every day, your mom would be so fucking proud of you. I posted my flyer on Facebook and my mom's best friend said, your mom would be so proud of you. Like, wow. You feel me? Like, it's a thin line, but it's there. And all of them count. And all of them still there. Shit.
All of them still there. All of them still there. So that's the thing. It's like, I know as an artist, and then I'm an artist, I'm dad, I'm a rapper, I'm in a rap group. So they get up there. It's more than 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? So when you said that, it's like, I definitely know what you mean. But it's like, I realize there's a fine line in between. So let me ask you, when we say alter ego, I can just speak for myself, right? Mm-hmm. But I just want to get your perspective on it. It's not a right or wrong answer.
Right.
A lot of times, it's like day and night for me. It's like how my entertainment personality that people see me is like, it's the same person as far as principles, morals, and that stays the same. But as far as like, I might be a jokester. I might be a little more confident. I may be a little more talkative when I'm in industry mode. When I'm at the house, I might be more reserved. I might be more quiet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be doing as much more talking. And then on other sides, it's like, okay, where I might be shy before I got in the industry. Now being a host and stuff like that, you can't be shy. So it's like, it's kind of like the whole other spectrum where it's like, this guy is the party starter. This guy, he don't even like to go to parties. Is that similar to you, or Lala and Shalonda, they're similar? Or they're day and night?
Shalonda likes to party.
She likes to party.
Shalonda likes to party. Lala loves her family. Wow. You feel me? Like, Lala loves her family. But Lala, the artist, is like both of them combined. Right. It's literally an interpretation. Like, I'm lit in real life. I hate when people say that shit, but I'm lit in real life. Like, I could say dog, cat, pillow, and a motherfucker just bust out laughing. You feel me? Like, the energy. You feel me? Like, the energy is there in real life. Like, I'm 100 in real life. I share my knowledge in real life. Like, no version of me, all versions of me are the real versions of me. Some of them just might not be easy. Shalonda is hard to access. Shalonda is hard to access. Like, you can't tell me shit. You feel me? I don't give a fuck. Like I said, I got a robe to go outside in. I got a robe to go outside in. I went to the ice cream parlor, and a young lady asked me, she said, "Oh my God, you're the girl that performs at those clubs, aren't you?"
Oh, wow.
One lash, wig scrunched in a bun, robe on. I think I had like some shorts on and a shirt, like a big t-shirt or something. In my Ugg slides at Handles. Yes, girl, that is me. You be seeing me go. Ooh, I be picking it up, don't I? Literally, it's lit. Every version of me is myself.
Wow. So I was just gonna ask that. That was gonna be my next question because you say you're out comfortable. Did anybody roll up on you and say "La Combs"? Oh, so
I've
you
got
like
so
I
much.
don't give a damn. Like one last or whatever. How y'all doing?
Mm-hmm.
Go
Hi.
download the music.
Oh my God, it's so good seeing you.
Wow.
Yes, but then there's other people that like see me, and I wouldn't call it starstruck because I don't even be seeing them. I be in a car with my sister, and she has what we consider a fishbowl in our city. Like she don't have no
Wow.
tents. You feel me? Like she don't got no tents. So
Right.
we just you feel me like driving around. And she
Wait,
be
you
like,
said a
damn, what
fishbowl?
the fuck you looking at?
Hold on, pause for
It
a
be
minute.
motherfucker staring in the car like,
All
that's
right.
her, that's her. Like we be at stop signs. I turn up with the people next to me in cars and stop signs and shit. And they be like, hey, you feel me? Like
Wow.
it's like it's the buzz. The buzz is getting there to where like I'm getting recognition and not even knowing. When they was staring at me like in the car the other day, I ain't have no wig on.
Wow.
You feel me? Like I had my wig braids under my hoodie. I was going to get my press-ons fitted. I had my queenlets. I had my set it off braids on.
That's what I was about to ask. So I didn't want to get cussed out, but I was about to say you had the
No,
Cleos.
boo, you go. I had my set it off braids in. You feel me? My boyfriend liked to call them Bow Wow braids because I heard the thing he
He
said
didn't do
last
it like
night.
that.
He didn't think I heard it, but he liked to call them Bow Wows.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I had
So
my Bow Wows in, boo. Yep, and I was in traffic, sliding in a fishbowl with my Bow Wows. You feel me? I don't care.
all
You
right. So
feel me?
that I never heard that slang before. So you said the fishbowl. That means
Uh-huh.
yo, you just out there on Front Street. It's like you. What's that about? What's the fishbowl?
The fishbowl is no tint. No tint. The tint is on 0, not 15,
Wow.
not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 80%. The tint is 0. It's just clear window, just like a window in your house.
Wow.
Like a fishbowl.
Right.
Like you're sliding in a fishbowl. Like a fish tank. You can see
Right. Now I
through
got
the
it.
front and the back of a fish tank. That's what her ass got. A
Wow.
fishbowl.
Yeah. So you out they noticing y'all. So let me ask you, and then you said your boyfriend, he does music as well. Do y'all have music together?
Yes, we do.
Okay. So let's talk about that. Like let's talk about the music, which I did, which I got coming up. Have y'all performed together as well?
We actually performed for the first time together at Boosie. And
Okay.
we performed our new single, Time to Slide.
Time to slide.
Yes, that's a banger. I can't wait till we drop that.
Okay. So let me ask you before we get into it. You got artists that's like the Papoose and the Remy's and stuff like that. So is he a rapper too?
Yeah, he's been rapping longer than me.
So all right. So he's been
223
rapping.
G Stack Some. That's his. He
That's
got.
it.
That's his. He got that. You feel me? Like copyright. That's his name.
Okay. So that's dope
That's
right there. So how is that when y'all in the booth? It's like, is it y'all boyfriend and girlfriend off? Now we in the booth. Lala Combs,
yes. It's
I don't
most
want to say his name
definitely
wrong.
off. Unless we dropping disses to each other, the only time it's been relationship stuff is when we was going back to back in the booth. You
Right.
feel me? And that moment, everything sounded perfect to me because you feel me, like, okay, you getting this shit off your chest. Everything
Right.
sounded perfect. Everything sounded cool.
Okay.
And then, but we in the studio, you feel me, like, it's like we're not each other's managers. We're not under management under each other. Like we both have our own managers.
Wow.
But if we're not in the studio with our manager, it's like that. You feel me? Like, I don't like how that sound. You feel
Right.
me? Like, you got to come different on that. Or, I don't like how that sound. Or say it like this. Or say it like this. Like, you feel me? Like,
Right.
it's like that in the studio when we go to the studio together.
Yeah. And that's the thing I
We
was
help
going to
each other
say.
grow.
Right. So him being in there a little bit longer, he's kind of like showing you the ropes a little bit in there as well. Or like you said, y'all bringing the best out of each
I
other.
actually knew our engineer before I met him.
Okay.
Because of somebody else that I was talking to. But I still hadn't went to the studio. You feel me? Like, he gave me that extra push. He sat around me and freestyle all day, every day. Like,
wow.
Constantly. Like, that's probably the best freestyler I ever met in my life. Like, he sat and freestyle all day, constantly, every day,
Okay.
non-stop. Every time we get free time, he playing the beat, writing. You feel me? Like, so
So
I'm like, shit, this is dope. Like,
right.
you feel me? Like, this is dope as fuck. Like, you feel me? Like, my family and shit start saying, like, Shalonda can sing. You feel me? Like, I wouldn't really put my talents out there like that. Like, you feel me? Like, Shalonda can sing, da-da-da. And then he was just like, oh, you're gonna have to get in the booth. I want you to sing this part on my song. Like, so before I even start singing my own songs, I did record, you feel me, like
Right.
his choruses, but my first singles were recorded yesterday.
Okay.
But we made songs together before I officially got into the studio. Like, and then he told me, like, you feel me, you need to get in the studio. You feel me? And
So
coming from somebody that I honestly admired and adored, like, what he did, like, you was a hard ass rapper, dude. Like, why haven't I heard of you since before we even got together? Like, before I even met you, like, you was a hard ass rapper. Like, what the fuck?
Wow.
You feel me? Like, and he like, and you as well. Like, you feel me? We could get busy. You feel me? Like, and that's what we did. And you feel me? Like, he just was like, boom. It was really. I heard from my whole family. You feel me? Like, you're so great. You feel me? But your family just tell you that.
Right. From him, it was solidified. It's like, now
Well,
it's
like, but apparently they was telling the truth. You feel me? Like, but if to me at the moment, like, you feel me? Like, my family was just. I'm like, my family just telling me that.
right.
They don't really, you feel me? Like, or something.
It's
Like, they gonna obviously love everything that I do because it's my family and I love them for that. But when he was just like, you better get your ass in the studio. And I'm like, okay, I'm finna book me a whole session. And I'm finna bring me somebody to record with me, do this song with me and everything. Like,
wow.
I invited her over. We was up till 3:00 in the morning writing our songs. For real.
So that's the thing.
He came in, I showed him my shit, and he was like, you ready for tomorrow? Like, I went to the studio and laid that shit out.
All right. So let me ask you, yo. So, okay. Right. So he got the voice. He's definitely like, yo, go in there and you better handle business. You better handle business. So let me ask you. So you definitely listen to his music. You're definitely a fan of his music as well.
Word for word.
That's what I was gonna get to. But I'm glad you said that.
Word
because I was gonna ask you, what's your favorite 2 songs from him?
Ooh, you said what's my favorite 2 songs?
Right.
Time to Slide and Macho Man. Macho Man is on his album Generational Curse.
Generational Curse.
Right, Time to Slide has not dropped yet, but it was one of his more serious projects that he had with more like moving forward, smashing the gas on his shit. Like, wow, he got some serious artists, some serious dope artists, and he put them on the songs. Like, I had to, you feel me? Like, not me, but you feel me? I did advise him, you feel me, to start working with more artists, you feel me, that was more serious about performing, about their craft, you feel me, like that. And after that, the studio session right after that, we got in that bitch and we made some magic. Wow. You feel me? And Time to Slide is now one of my favorite songs.
Okay. Ever. And I'm glad you said word for word, because every man wants a rider. They want their woman to be their cheerleader. You're Lala Combs. You ready for American Idol? Opening act for everybody. You got the city on lockdown. But it's even like Beyonce. She's the queen bee. But she's like, but ain't nothing like my hove over here. So like you got your man over here. So I'm gonna put you on the spot real quick. You say you know it word for word, right? The world is watching. He's watching. Let me get a verse and a hook, word for word, of one of your joints that you like, man.
Okay. Don't ask me about no niggas you don't see me with. Hell nah. Hold on, I gotta do the intro too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Get it right now. All right. He's watching you.
Wait, how does it start? Don't ask me about no niggas you don't see me with. Stay smoke. We ain't ducking cancer. We gonna bring it in. Niggas hoes like to play tough. They Joanna man. Everybody claim they're able to be koala bears. Don't ask me about no niggas you don't see me with. Say smoke. We ain't ducking cancer. We gonna bring it in. Niggas hoes like to play tough. They Joanna man. Everybody claim they're able to be koala bears. Brody get to creep around the bag like he breaking in. I was calling hints on the road, sending money. Wait. Pay the shooter. I
All
ain't
right.
even killing, but he dropped your mans. We can throw some hands, beat your ass. You think he macho man? Brody working out just to still get hit with the 40. Brody down to catch a couple bodies, turn into an orgy. Brody got a plug out in Cali, but he came from orgy. I don't really know that one word for word, but that's my favorite song. But I know one of his songs word for word, and I think it's Big Bags 2.0. I mean, so I'm about to sing that one. You niggas snitching got a witness that you really witness. You said you was young, my nigga, but it don't make a difference why you tell that. You no, that's the new song.
All right.
Big Bags 2.0.
Big Bags 2.0.
Hold on. You niggas snitching got a witness that you know. Big Bags 2.0. Hold on, let me find Big Bags 2.0. Because Big Bags 2.0 is really big bags all in my pants, make them fit different.
Yo, this is live uncut right here. Yo, this is real deal Holyfield right here. Yo, the proof is in the pudding. Y'all already know how it's going down. Yo, La Combs in the building. Yo, matter of fact, 2, 2,
Okay,
3.
I'm back. Yeah,
Jean,
pull up, we
stack
gonna
something.
shoot. Boys got that strap. Watch me throw that alley-oop. All these birds around my neck turn that scraper to a coop. And I can't really rock with niggas. Fuck that bullshit, tell the truth. I keep bellies on my feet. That's designer on my shoes. And my jeweler get appraised. That's insurance on my jewels. I catch a fuck nigga watching extensions and all the tools. I might bend but don't break, so I can never lose. I can't tolerate that fake shit. It be fucking up my mood. I might take a nigga's bitch just to show him she gonna choose. And we back at it. Spit this dope shit can make a crack at it. It's a problem, nigga. We can solve it like it's mathematics. Real nigga. Posted on the strip in the hood with it. This my life. I cannot fake. I chose the wrongs from right. You get the memo. Tell him use his head before he loses mental. Put the gun down and beat his ass, bitch. I feel like Kimbo. Breeding dog whilst I walk around this bitch like it's a kennel. Pull up with that I can't say because it's confidential. Trapping on the strip, bitch. I was thugging blue cookies by the bowl. You need a package. Come get front of you. Run off. I got this 40 hollow chewing through his stomach. Hold on, bitches want to fuck me because they heard that I'm a dumper. She play Rose and get the tripping. Some like she Kermit, she a silly goose. Tag team, fuck her and her friend, she gonna get it too. You getting mad, then you beat her ass, so you physical. Math problem, watch the shopper flip you right reciprocal. Some. Get her off that Henny, she go crazy, fuck her liver up. Hold on, human vacuum, she sucking dick and nuts. Call her phone, kick her out, make her call an Uber just to pick her up. I'm big dog. You can die from games like I'm Jigsaw. Basketball, my shooter pick and roll to get you picked off. Real nigga posted on the strip in the hood with it. Some big bags all in my pants make it fit different, nigga. And it's out on all platforms right now.
Yo, hold on.
It's been a minute since I slapped that
223
It's been a minute since I
Jean
slapped
stack
that shit,
something.
but niggas go crazy on the beat. I ain't gonna fake.
And that's
some shit that
223
be getting rolled.
Jean stack
I
something,
can't
right?
hear you.
223
I can't hear you.
Jean stack something, right?
Wait.
All right, she coming right back, yo. Salute the 223 Jean stack something, yo. That's dope right there. Hold on, let me bring it back up.
All right, I'm back.
All right, it's 223 Jean stack something.
Or 223 Jean and then stack some. You feel me?
Okay,
like,
yo, salute to him. Yo, because most of the time, I didn't really even think you was gonna do it. I was just messing with you.
Gas in the vault. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Yeah, and you just like you said, yo, line for line, you just spit his verse. Yo, that's real right there, and I can tell that y'all definitely a team. I can tell that y'all got a lot of love for each other, and a salute to him because it's like, yo, I don't know too many even rappers that their girlfriends can kick their rhyme. And you just did it on the fly. So, yo, 223 Jean stack something.
He dropped that song twice, by the way, and both of them was bangers.
Wow. Salute to him for that, yo. And you came up here, you represented, and you spit it, and you knew it. Yo, you got a rider on your hands, brother. Yo, salute to y'all. Yo, that's dope. Yo, what can they expect in the future from La Combs and from 223 Jean stack something?
Man, just be ready for this Time to Slide to drop. That's gonna be the one for y'all, featuring Sleazy Meech.
Sleazy Meech.
That's one of his brothers. You feel me?
So that's coming. That's coming right there. And then, matter of fact, let me put your joints up there. Where can they follow you at and all that? Hey, your music.
They can follow me at official.Lala Combs. And just Facebook at Lala Combs. You know, my YouTube is also Lala Combs. You feel me? On all platforms under Lala Combs. You feel me? I'm out here. It's Lala Combs. It's Lala.
Yeah, I feel you
For
on
sure.
that. Yo, down the road, when y'all get everything together, when y'all put the next project out, I want to bring y'all back together.
Okay.
I want to bring. It don't have to be tomorrow. Sometimes down the road, I want to bring you and 223 Jeans stack something up there, and I want to talk about music, and I want to get your perspectives, and I want to see what he says. If it's the same thing, I want to see if he know your rap. I'm gonna have him spit your rap.
I'm gonna make him learn.
Nah, I'm teasing you.
So
I'm joking. Nah, I'm definitely joking.
No, I do it because he be slapping my songs for real, like he be knowing the words, but I want to put it to the test for real.
Oh wow!
Listen to the track.
We're gonna say, yo, cut the music.
Yeah, DJ D-Rec, cut the beat. Look at it, like, why you don't know my words? Like, that's gas. He should know him though. He really slapped my songs for real.
Yo,
and he got a tattoo. So.
He got the top two? Yo, so that's
dope,
right?
He like.
Yo, that's dope right there, yo. So like I said, yo, I'm definitely excited about the project. Music Therapy is out now on all platforms. They can follow you on YouTube. Is it under Lala Combs or is it official Lala Combs? What is it under?
Lala
YouTube?
Combs.
Okay. And then if you want to plug his, what's his YouTube?
I don't
Tommy
think.
Is Tommy him? He's Tommy? He's Tommy?
Who is Tommy?
You didn't invite Tommy?
Mm-mm.
You sure?
I think Tommy is his cousin.
Tommy's in the backstage.
Who's that?
That ain't your people? I don't know. It'd be like Jerry. We got a surprise guest. We got a surprise guest in the back. Yeah, it says Tommy for her.
Tommy Stevens?
I don't know. Let's bring it up. We're gonna see you.
Let's see.
It's your people. I know it's not nobody I know. I'm gonna tell you that now. It's nobody I know.
I got a hunch. It might be this man's cousin. It might be this man from his man's cousin thing.
So he get access or his access is not denied?
Just deny it. We can just come back next time.
Yeah, we'll do it next time. All right, yeah. So we'll put that together on the next one. I just seen it popped up, so I'm like, yo.
Yeah, I don't know who that could have been.
Yeah, nah.
Who you use?
Yo, so it's all love again, yo. I appreciate you coming through. I'm gonna throw to one of your records on Music Therapy. It's out now. Lala Combs, yo. We definitely gonna have you and him come back. Definitely appreciate you coming. You got any shout outs, anything you want to drop before we throw to the song?
Man, I just want y'all to look out for these major features that's finna drop, man. And they major as a motherfucker. And that's all I'm gonna say. They is major as a motherfucker. Yes. And also just stay tuned for my performance tomorrow at Mamas and Mimosas. Shout out to Talia Varner. She gave me an opportunity to not mourn on Mother's Day and to actually celebrate my mother's life and the life of others by performing at her organized nonprofit event called Mamas and Mimosas. So if you guys would like a following on that, then you can find Leah Varner on Facebook or the Mamas and Mimosas page. You feel me? My booking email, if you want to book me for shows, if you want to book me for weddings, funerals, nonprofit events, you feel me, or verses, you feel me, or writings, you feel me, or you feel me, like tap in. I hit my booking email. It's in my bio on all platforms, and my manager will get right with you.
Yeah, that's dope right there.
And be ready for these features because they major as a motherfucker. Oh.
There ain't no going back down.
Hey, look, I had to stop laughing because I'm serious.
It's about to be a problem.
It's about to. I'ma just say I'm blessed and I can't lose. I'm blessed and I can't lose.
And that's the thing. So you did the March Madness. You're gonna shut down the whole 2021. It's gonna be the La shutdown, or what we gonna do?
Man, it's finna be some May madness around this motherfucker.
May
Not
madness.
only am I finna have my first, you feel me, like major video, I even added things to my list of goals. Like, I'm finna perform, you feel me? It's finna be like a first performance with a celebrity and everything. Like,
wow. So you done stepped it up. So you stepped it up. So, all right, are you practicing for the shows, or you just get up there and you do it, or do
man,
you
I
actually
get up
prepare?
in my living room and I blast my speakers and I practice. I put in leg work. You hear me? I practice before. I've been in this mug practicing on my couches what I'm gonna do in my video when Sunday come. You feel me? I'll be in here practicing everything at the top of my lungs so that I can have stamina, and you feel me, like breath support,
Right,
for smoky venues and shit like that.
wow. So, all right,
And yeah, I practice.
the video, what song is the video for?
One of my major features.
Oh, we can't even get the cat out the back. We're not even gonna let them out. Don't even let them know nothing. They have to follow.
I'm probably bringing somebody out of retirement is all I'm gonna say.
Man.
I will be bringing somebody. It's been a long time since they, you feel me, you dropped a song, but their part on the song is fire. It's already on the song. I already heard it. Like, it's fire.
Wow.
You feel me? Like, it shocked me. Shit.
I feel you on that. And then they're gonna be there in the video as well. So yeah, like you said, I ain't doing nothing small no more. That's what you said. You made up your mind.
I'm going big or I'm staying the fuck home. Yeah. Is what I'm saying.
you already doing big. The things you already accomplished, some people still haven't accomplished yet. For the people that may not be familiar, let them know how long you've been grinding. Like, yo, I'm not playing. Like, I'm making moves. You ain't
a year from yesterday, the grind began. It's been exactly 366 days since this grind has begun. But it's been about, I'd say, it's been about 4 or 5 months since the list of goals was created. You look good. Sorry, my sister's right there. It's been. I love when she put that shit on. She be looking good. You feel me? Like me. I put that shit on. I be looking good. But you feel me? Like, it's like a list. It's a list. The list was created at the beginning of the year, at table with my cousins. You know, I made a cheers to this shit, and it took about 5. That grind started 5 months ago, and I checked my list and checked it 3 times. You feel me? Mic check 1, 2, 3.
Right. I ain't sitting playing with y'all, yo. Again, yo, when the video drop, if you want to come back, we definitely want to bring you in. Fiance, I'm gonna speak fiance. Y'all together, y'all doing the music or whatever. Y'all come back through. Again, yo, I definitely appreciate you, yo. For those that don't know, go stream her music. Check out on social media, official.lalacombs, y'all. Yo, right there. Music therapy. The joint is rocking and it's out there on all platforms, yo. Thanks to everybody watching. This is the Proof in the Pudding podcast. I'm your boy Sion 919. This was our lovely guest. She goes by the name of Lala Combs, y'all. And this is one of the singles off of the track. Well, I ain't gonna say a single, it's one of the songs on the album. I'm gonna surprise you. You don't even know what I'm about to play, but it's on the album. And we're gonna end it with this one right here. Yo, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got in the cat right here. Keep it real, come on, keep it real.
Hey, yeah.
Keep it real, come on, keep it real.
Got the flame.
I'ma keep it real.
No fake shit, cuz, yeah, no snake shit.
I'ma keep it real. I'ma keep it real.
Keep it real, come on, keep it real.
I'ma keep it real.
No fake shit, cuz, yeah, no snake shit.
I'ma keep it real. I'ma keep it real. I'ma keep it real with you. You keep it real with me. Got no problems till you cross me. I'm real big on loyalty. And let a nigga try to play, and you know it's all bad. Heard these bitches in my lane, and they know to fall back. So who you fooling? Cause I ain't picking up no pieces, and I swear it's like the fakest be the weakest. If you know your intentions, then you know that I don't need you. Can you keep it real, fake love? You can keep it. I think they plotting on me, and I'ma give them every reason. Got them mad, I'm in my bag, yeah, it's my season. I think they hating on me. All these feelings that they hide. This ain't no fault of mine. Gotta keep the realest by my side. I'ma keep it real.
No fake shit, cuz, yeah, no snake shit.
I'ma keep it real. I'ma keep it real. I'ma keep it real.
No fake shit, cuz, yeah, no snake shit.
I'ma keep it real. I'ma keep it real.
It's been some days since I've been asleep. I'm my worst enemy. Trying not to worry, but I'm drowning in my memories. You showed me your true colors, you ain't shit to me. I can't never ever let it get to me. We came a long way from that 10 to G. You stab me in my back, but it's okay. And if I don't know nothing else, know for a fact I'm gon' get paid. RIP my niggas that came from the trenches to the grave. They took your soul away, never gon' be the same. Chain smoking to ease the pain. Help me cope with my anxiety. I can't trip off no hoe, cause I got hoes in variety. So if you lie to me, knew already on the side of me, like we was Siamese. Don't know why you keep trying me, cause bitch I told.
I'ma keep it real.
No fake shit, cuz, yeah, no snake shit.
I'ma keep it real. I'ma keep it real. I'ma keep it real.
Shout out to Slang Hussein.
No fake shit, cuz, yeah, no snake shit.
I'ma keep it real.
Don't miss
I'ma keep it
every
real.
person on my song. Yeah. Yep. Shout out, y'all. It's been a pleasure opening up. You feel me? This is one of the most in-depth podcasts I've ever been on. You feel me? Like, I appreciate you for shouting out my mother, giving me a little segment about my mother. And I just want to do a special shout out to you because I see what you do and I see you working and I see that long page.
Wow.
And just keep going. Just keep going.
Appreciate
Because
that.
one day, you feel me? One day, you feel me? Instagram gonna offer you a deal. You feel me? Snapchat gonna offer you a TV series. You feel me? Like, you gonna be up there. I feel it because you ain't half-assing this shit. You the real deal.
I appreciate it, yo. And I thank you, yo. Salute to you. 223 Gene, yo.
And a
Music
special
is
shout
not-
out to my manager, Naja Ray.
Yo,
You feel
salute
me?
to
Legacy
Naja Ray.
label.
Yo,
It's
definitely,
it's
yo.
on the
Again,
floor. It's on no
yo.
way but up.
it's the only way to go, yo. Condolences again. Happy, Mother's Day weekend. Stay keep, it's real. Love to you. You got your spirits up, yo. Definitely that's real right now. So it's like,
Yep, it's been 6 long years. But
and that's real. You know what I'm saying? And you're doing a beautiful thing. Like you say, you perform and you're giving back, and you're not making it about you. You're becoming a victor over the circumstance.
facts.
So it's like, yo, and I appreciate that, and I admire that. I admire your strength, even in your pain, still making other people smile, making other
And
people feel
condolences
good.
to you as well. And that father, you feel me?
That's real.
You feel me? It's unmatched, the feeling to lose any parent.
That's a fact right there, yo. And again, I thank you, yo. Salute to everybody that stuck around and stayed in. And we're gonna sign off, yo. Much love to you. All right.
All right.
All right.
Till next time, y'all.